Leo and the Lost Child. The sun was shining brightly over the park, casting golden rays through the tall trees. Birds chirped cheerfully, and butterflies flitted from flower to flower. The air smelled fresh, filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. Leo, a clever and kind-hearted cat, stretched his paws and flicked his tail as he strolled along the paved walkway. He loved being outdoors. The rustling leaves, the soft grass under his paws, and the warm sun on his fur made him feel alive. Leo walked past a large tree, his sharp ears twitched at the sound of soft sniffles. He stopped and scanned the area. That was when he saw a little boy sitting alone on the grass. Leo's whiskers twitched in curiosity. Why is he crying and sitting here all alone? Leo took a few steps closer. Meow. What's wrong, little one? The boy lifted his head, revealing teary eyes and a small, quivering lip. He said, I lost my way, his voice shaky. I was playing near the swings, but then I walked too far, and now I don't know how to go back. Leo's heart filled with sympathy. He couldn't let this little boy stay lost. He had to help. He sat up straight, puffing out his chest like a true hero. Don't worry, little one. I will help you find your way home. The boy sniffled and looked at Leo. You will? Leo flicked his tail confidently. Of course. My name is Leo. What's yours? I'm Ben. Leo nodded. Nice to meet you, Ben. Now, tell me, what does your house look like? Ben thought for a moment, scrunching his nose as he tried to remember. It has a red door, and a big mango tree in front. Leo's ears perked up. That was a good clue. All right, Ben. Let's go find your home. Before they started walking, Leo had an idea. Ben, do you know which way your house is? Ben shook his head. I don't know. I just kept walking and walking. Leo nodded. That's okay. But let's learn something useful. Do you see the sun? Ben looked up at the sky. The sun was shining brightly. Yes. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. If you ever get lost again, try to remember which direction you came from. And look at signs, trees, or buildings to help you. Ben's eyes widened. Wow. That's smart. Leo purred. Now, let's find your house. Leo and Ben started walking together through the park. The first house they saw had a blue door. Is this your house? Leo asked. Ben shook his head. No, my door is red. The second house had a green door. Is this the one? Ben looked at it carefully, then shook his head again. No, my house has a big mango tree. Leo flicked his tail thoughtfully. This might be harder than I thought. But don't worry, Ben. We won't stop until we find it. They kept walking, but after a while, Ben's feet started to feel tired. He sighed. Leo, what if we never find it? Leo stopped and looked up at him with his bright golden eyes. Ben, do you know what brave adventurers do when they get lost? Ben shook his head. Leo stood up tall. They never give up. And they ask for help when needed. Let's find someone who can help us. Just then, Leo's sharp ears caught the jingle of bells. He turned his head and saw an ice cream cart nearby. A kind old man was serving children colorful scoops of ice cream. Leo's whiskers twitched. Maybe this man knew something. Leo meowed loudly and ran toward the cart. Ben followed quickly. Excuse me, sir, Ben said politely. Have you seen a house with a red door and a big mango tree? The old man scratched his chin and thought for a moment. Then, he smiled. Oh yes. There's a house like that near the park's big fountain. Walk straight ahead and turn left. Ben's face lit up with hope. Thank you. Leo flicked his tail. Come on, Ben. We're close. As they walked, Leo decided to teach Ben something fun. Ben, let's count how many houses we pass before we reach your home. Okay, Ben said, excited. They started counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, Leo. That house has a red door. Leo's ears perked up. Does it have a mango tree? Ben looked closely. No, just flowers. Let's keep going. After passing 6 houses, Ben suddenly gasped, Leo. That's my house. There it was, a cozy little house with a bright red door and a huge mango tree standing tall in front. Ben's heart leaped with joy, but before he could take a step, they heard a voice calling out, Ben. Ben. A lady stood at the gate, her face filled with worry. She looked left and right, searching desperately. Ben gasped. Mama. Tears filled his eyes, not sad tears this time, but happy ones. He ran as fast as he could and threw himself into his mother's arms. She hugged him tightly, holding him close. Oh, my dear. I was so worried. She kissed his forehead again and again. Where were you? I got lost, but Leo helped me, Ben said, pointing at the little cat. His mother turned to Leo and said, You are a hero, little cat. Thank you for bringing my son home. Ben asked to Leo. Will you come visit me again? Leo flicked his tail playfully. Of course. Friends always stick together. As the sun began to set, Leo walked back home, his heart full of pride and warmth. He had helped someone in need, and that was the greatest adventure of all. Some heroes wear capes, but some have whiskers and paws.